I bring you greetings from Bison Hill. It's wonderful to be with you on the Monday after Easter Sunday. Now, Easter is wonderful for so many reasons, not least being it's in this time that we celebrate the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus. This is the center point of the Christian faith. It's the center point of the Christian calendar. There's nothing even that comes close to the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus. It's where the world begins anew, and that's what we celebrate on Easter. So I pray that you have had a wonderful Easter celebration, and we are here in week 4 of our online experience, and it's been great so far, and you're doing great. In fact, I received a note from one of our students this week. In a very personal way, they expressed to both me and the provost how excited they were about one faculty member who went above and beyond in watching out for them, taking care of them, answering their questions, and teaching them in this online format. And they have done a fantastic job. Now listen, our student was also expressing a passion for coming back to campus. They cannot wait to be back on Bison Hill. And so with that in mind, I'm sure you too are excited with us about coming back to campus. And in light of that, I'd encourage you to once again register for your fall 2020 classes. The registration portal opened this past week, and many of you have already registered and gotten the classes that you want to get into. But if you haven't, listen, the banner portal is open for you. Go ahead and register. You might want to reach out to your faculty advisor, make sure that the classes that you need are available, and then register online. Now, some of you aren't thinking about registration at all because you're thinking about graduation. Now, if that's you, listen, I want you to know we're still watching that situation closely, and once we know something, we will let you know, okay? Now, in all of this, we're trying to be wise in our deliberations and wise in our actions. I'm doing that, you're doing that, but it might raise a question for us. How do we be wise? Is there a source for wisdom? Is there a source for proper action in this world? And here's what I want to encourage you with. Yes, there is. In fact, the book of Proverbs teaches us. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7, the text clearly reads, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge." And later on in the book of Proverbs, it will say that same phrase, but the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So if you are looking for, well, how do I be wise? How do I gain knowledge so I can properly act in our world? Here's the source, the fear of the Lord. And is the fear of the Lord being terrified of God? No, it's not being terrified of God. It's actually standing in awe and reverence of God so that you're aware of the presence of God in all of life. Becoming aware of the presence of God. And once you recognize that, what happens is the world opens up to you and God begins to impart both His wisdom and His knowledge to you. So you might be wondering, how am I wise? Here's the key. Fear the Lord. Become aware of His presence in all of life, and I promise you, He will impart His wisdom and His knowledge to you. Now listen, I can't wait to see you next week, and until then, press into the fear of the Lord and register for your classes, okay? See you next time.